Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy morning. Today is Wednesday. So it's a good sunshine today, early morning on this day, very morning, very nice morning. So welcome again to my blog, and it's been a long time that I didn't blog regarding driving. So good our topic today is about safety code for new drivers. Now that you have passed and now that you have your license and you can drive on your own, now we have to consider your safety, your safe on the road. So our good topic is what we call safety code for new drivers, just like you who just passed your test. So once you have passed your driving test, you will be able to drive on your own. So without your instructor already. So my experience, guys, since I passed my test, I'm not be able to. Of course, you used to drive with your instructor with you all the time. You used to, or someone with you all the time. You used to eat that. But once you have your license and pass your driving test, you are able to drive on your own. You have to decide, you have to make sure that you are safe on the road. So this topic, guys, this will provide you a lots of opportunities, but you need to be remain safe. So even though you have shown you have the skills you need to drive safely, many new qualified drivers are still lack of experience, and that is true, guys. You still have your experience on the road. You still make mistakes. So even though you are already past your drivers, you still make mistakes. And then I admit that, guys. I make mistake, even though, especially in parking is my weaknesses, parking. But because every car is different, every car you need to learn your new car. If you have a new car, so you need to learn the reference point, they call, because every car is different size, different features in the inside. So for me, on my experience, I it's not only you who make mistake. You have also to expect the mistake of others. So you need to continue to develop your skills on that mistake. You have to learn on that is mistake. They said that mistake is a good teacher, they said. So I believe that. So especially when you are on the road, so the behavior is to avoid any collision. So the thing that we need to discuss this, guys, is to avoid a collision of you and your passengers. So as many as one new drivers is five some kind of collision in the first year of driving. So according to the book that I read, according to him, one of the new driver in five, one in five, and then in the first year of driving, they met a collision on the road. So this code that we are talking about, guys, is provide you or give you a help to get through the first 12 months after passing your driving test, when you are most vulnerable as safety as possible. So it's true, based on my experience, it's true that on the first year of your driving is because you used to have someone with you all the time, with your instructor, who's telling you what to do, who telling you what is the risk in the road that you cannot see. But once you pass your driving test, you have to drive on your own, and you still exercise your skills in driving safely. So many of the worst collision happens at night. So one is driving at night time. because it's very very dark, and then you need your lights so that you can see the road. So one thing that I hate driving at nighttime is the darkness, because you need to turn on your lights, the lights for the nighttime, and then you turn off again because you dazzle other road oncoming road users if you don't um, turn off. So I experienced this, guys, with my instructor when I drive very late and it's almost nighttime and it's dark, and then he asked me to use my beam light for the night time. And then when there are other road users oncoming with you, you need to turn off again. And then when it's dark, that you cannot see, turn on again. And then when there's oncoming vehicles again, turn off again. So that's my experience with my instructor when I drive at night time. So it's necessary that you need to know, be careful on driving at night time. So if you're driving with the passenger, you are responsible also for their safety. So don't let distract or encourage you to take risks. So if you have a passengers, you the driver are the responsible for their safety. So tell your passengers that you need to concentrate if you are to get to your destination safely. So you need to tell your passenger, if, for example, if you have children who are screaming or using a loud music on their cell phone, tell them that you need to concentrate on your driving so that you can get your destination safely. So next one, guys, is never show off or try to compete with other drivers, particularly if they are driving badly. So in my experience, guys, when I went to the shopping one time, I drive in a road, and then there's someone behind me, and then he's trying to overtake me. And if someone do that to you, and they're trying to either trying to show off or whatever, just ignore it, because maybe they are rushing or whatever. We don't know what causes them to hurry up. So next one is don't drive if you have consumed any alcohol or taken drugs. Even over-the-counter medicine can affect your ability to drive safely. So you need to read the label to see if they affect your driving. So this one thing, guys, if you are unsure of the medicine that you are taking that make you drowsy, don't drive if that will affect your driving. Or don't drink and drive. That is the things that is for your safety and the safety of your passenger. So next one is keep your speed down. So many serious collision happen because their drivers loses control, particularly on bends. Yeah, it's true. It's true. This is true, because based on my experience, when you are doing speedy on the bends, I have many cars seen in the bends where have collision on my experience. And while I'm driving with my instructor and when I'm driving with myself, I see so many cars who are speedy, especially on the bends, and they ended up collision and their car crashed. So this is what you have to think on the bends, very very, drive carefully on the bends. Never speed on the bends, because if if you are speedy in the bends, it's not easy to control the car. So make sure that you can only use a speed on the bends that you can control the car. So and then another tip is make sure that everyone car is wearing a seat belt. So make sure that you have to wear your seat belt. This seat belt is so important throughout the journey. So why seatbelt can save lives, save life. I have a story about seatbelt on my own experience. I was with I'm not driving there. I was with a friend, and then my first time I was in a foreign country. I'm not mentioning which country I was, but I was in a foreign country and a foreign language. And then a lady friend asked me to put my seat belt. I put my seat belt, and I don't know how to put seat belt because it's my first time to put the seat belt on her car. So I'm just learning how to do it. So I just put it. You have to put it, and then while we are on the road about 5 minutes, and then I noticed that he's so busy with his with her cell phone and looking something on her car, and then we have a collision on the road, and then the car was upside down. And thank God that I put my seat belt, so my head is hanging on the lower part, and my foot is on the upper part, so it was upside down the car. So my seat belt saved my life. And then the my other one, their seat belt were, I don't know if she put it right or not, but her seat belt were totally not fasten, very very strong like this. It didn't fasten, so it come off. So guys, I tell you, seatbelt is so important. It can save lives. It can save your life. So this is my experience. And then one thing that you should know is keep your speed down. Keep your speed down. So many serious collision happens because the driver loses control, particularly on the vents. That's what I said to you. If nowadays, until up to nowadays, I still see collision on the vents. Many of the collisions happens on the vents because of their speed. So slow down. Make sure you control the car on the vents. So keep your speed down. Most new drivers have no experience on driving high-powered or sporty cars. Unless you have learned to drive in such vehicles, you need to get plenty of experience driving your own, driving a more powerful car. For me, guys, if you are still a new drivers, you do not attempt to. For me, if you're still just pass your test, I think powerful car is not recommended yet until you are skilled in your driving. But not all of it, but some. But for me, as a new driver, you still need to gain experience on the road. Driving while uninsured is an offense, so make sure that your car is insured. So remember that the new driving act, you have your license revoked if you got 6 penalty points. So you need to avoid the penalty points, 6 penalty points within the 2 years that you have passing your driving test. Because if you commit 6 penalty points within 2 years, you have to go back again as a learner drivers. You need to pass your theory test and your practical driving test again, and it's cost a lot of money, guys. So this is only my tips, guys, and I hope I guide you a little bit with this as a safe driver on the road. So hope you like my video. If you like my video, please give a like, and if you like to subscribe my video, you can subscribe it my channel, and then hope you enjoy your freedom of your driving on the road. Keep safe, everyone, and hope you enjoy your driving. Bye. Thank you for watching.